I just have
And we're live.
notes here.
Okay, here we are live for the first HTMS 4970 webinar of the spring 17 semester. I'm Dr. Bill Quain. With me we have Tara Marsh.
Hey guys.
Who's our internship coordinator. And off to the side here, we're going to ask her to poke her head in here, is Amanda Inza.
Hello.
Amanda's my teaching assistant, and she'll be really helping out with this class as well. So here's what we want to do. First of all, I'd like to have everybody who's present, I'd like to have you put your name in and say hello in the comments section. Is that what it's called, Amanda, or is it called Ask a Question?
It's the live chat.
Well, yeah, just give us a quick hello in live chat, and your name will come up automatically. And we want to just see how many people we have live. I know some people can't make it live and are going to watch the recording later on. So, and we're gonna spend about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less today, just going over some of the fundamentals here. This is the first of 5 webinars that are scheduled for this class. Do we have some names coming up, Amanda?
No names yet. It says we have 5 viewers though.
Okay, 5 viewers. Let's maybe we have more people logging on. But anyway, so how about the viewers who are here? How about just getting on the live chat there and just saying hello to us, so we know who we have on. Now, during this webinar, well, first of all, let me ask you, if you're on the live chat, can you hear us? Is our audio okay?
Nobody's talking to us.
Nobody's talking to us. So is it possible that we do not have a good audio connection?
One of the students in the class messaged me saying they can see and hear us. So.
Oh, they can? Okay. So we just got a message from a student saying they can see and hear us. So if you can hear me and you're live on this thing, drop something in live chat. Just say hello.
Hello.
Okay. We want to get some live chat going here. Do you see what the live chat is, folks? There. Okay. Anybody?
I'm typing in a message.
Okay.
So maybe they can see it coming.
All right. So yeah, you see, Amanda just. Did
I sent it.
Okay, but you didn't curse or anything like that, did you, Amanda?
Nope.
Okay, great, because she can be that way, folks. She can be terrible. I thought I had a sailor for a graduate assistant here. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over some things. What we want you to do is we want you to ask any questions you have on the live chat, so we make sure we cover things that you want to learn about, okay? Should we just get started then? I mean, I'm assuming, who was it that texted you, Amanda?
Annie.
Oh, Annie?
Yeah.
Thanks, Annie. Annie, live chat, would you please let us know you're out there live?
Anybody?
Okay, let's text her back and say, do a live chat. All right, well, at least we know you can see us and hear us. All right, so here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to kind of go over the requirements for the class. And we're then going to give you a little tour on Blackboard. We're going to show you the website we have for the class. And it'll all be good. All right? So let's get started. Now, do we have any live chat?
Annie said they've all been saying things, but we just can't see it.
Now, that's weird. That's strange.
So we're the malfunctioning.
Yeah, this is our fault.
Annie, are you able to see the live chat that other people are doing? Can you text that to, or can you get on the phone to Amanda, please?
Yeah, I'll give her a call.
Annie, and because I want to figure out why we're not seeing your live chat questions.
I'll call her.
And if worse comes to worse, let's keep a line open between Annie and Amanda. Annie, and if you're able to see them, you have to tell us what they say, because for some reason it's not showing up on our screen here. That's weird. We never had that happen before.
Yeah, that's very strange.
And by the way, folks, we're switching systems. We're using, what's that?
Go ahead.
We're using Google Hangouts on Air, but we're going to be switching to Zoom for our next webinar here to to get a
Hey.
little bit better chat.
Um,
What's Annie say?
you can see what everyone's saying, right? Could you stay on the line with me, and if anybody has any questions, just relay the message? Okay, thank you.
What's she saying?
She's watching it on her phone, so she just has to get on her laptop and she'll be able to relay the message.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get started here, and we'll take care of this. So yeah, if you have a question as we go along, put it into the live chat, and then we got a jury-rigged system here, which is why we're switching out of Google Hangouts on air, because we've had a little trouble with it. But we wanted to make sure we stayed with it, because we knew at least how to get this far with it. This is our first one. All right, so we're going to put some slides up, and that we're going to go through real quickly for you. And this is obviously the introduction to HTMS 4970 internship. This is the I guess the fourth semester we've offered it. We offered it last spring, the summertime, in the fall, and now in the spring of 17. So Tara, I guess maybe do you want to read the slides as they come up, and we'll
Sure.
we'll
You
go
want me to
through.
read like the title inside?
Yeah,
here?
please.
This is welcome to HTMS 4970 internship spring 2017.
Okay, welcome.
All right. General information. Instructor is Dr. Bill Quain right here.
Yay.
Internship coordinator, myself, Tara Marsh. You all know me well. And class assistant is Amanda Inza.
Yeah, you saw
Over on the side. Can't see her.
You saw her lovely
Yes.
image there just a little bit ago.
All right, general requirements. 225 hours of approved HTMS industry work during the semester.
Yeah, you got 16 weeks to get 225 hours of work done. But remember, everybody, 25 of those hours can be your management project.
Yes.
Okay, so you can work 200 hours and do it 25 hours on your project. So.
Yep. The waiver, the learning contract, and the affiliation agreement.
All right, here's 3 pieces of paper that you got to have. There's going to be a few more too, but these are the 3 most important ones you need to know right now. Waivers. We do not have waivers from how many students?
I am missing 4 waivers. Those students should know who they are. They have personally received emails from me, so I don't have them by Friday. They will be tracked down again.
Ooh, get those waivers in, okay?
Yes.
What's the next thing? The learning contract?
The learning contract, as well as the affiliation agreement, if you don't mind, Dr. Quain, I'm
Sure.
going to make a point on this one. You guys, as a whole, as a group, have received emails from me regarding this. They are not due to me until Tuesday, January 31st. I have made notes in the emails that some of you may not actually need an affiliation agreement, and I've asked you to reach out to me and ask me. Many of you have. However, I still want to make sure if there's anybody out there that doesn't know, that you do shoot me an email or come to my office, which is G124, and I can help you out with that. And then the learning contract, everyone is going to have to do, because that is the piece that is between your employer, yourself, and Dr. Quain.
Yeah, that's where you're going to talk about the kind of work you're going to be doing. And we do the learning contract because, we don't want you to end up, carrying coffee for people, and that's about it. So, we do the learning contract, which tells your employer and me is going to have you be doing. And so we're going to show you where all those forms are. And I think a lot of you heard about this in careers development.
Yeah, I talked about it.
So.
And 2, even though we give you the site and we'll show you the site where we put it or put them, I always send them to you guys in the email too as attachments.
Excellent. So we got those 3 forms: waiver, learning contract, and affiliation agreement. Affiliation agreement is between your employer and the school. As Tara said, if you work for Stockton as an intern, well, obviously there's no affiliation agreement needed. And if you work for a company that already has an affiliation agreement, you don't need to get a new one. Check with Tara. She'll tell you which ones those are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next slide there.
Well, we also have student evaluation form and employer evaluation
Oh,
form
okay.
on here.
Yeah.
You want to highlight those?
Yeah. The student evaluation form, I guess that's the one where they do at the end of the semester.
For you.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
And the employer evaluation form, your employer has to, towards the end of the semester, fill out an evaluation for you. And, just like a regular employee evaluation. And that goes part of your grade. Okay. So what do we have here?
You will never get it right by doing it wrong.
Oh, okay. Listen, one of the things you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking some quizzes online. Some of the quizzes, for example, each of the webinars we're doing, there's going to be a quiz following the webinar. So sometime tonight or tomorrow, this being Wednesday, the 20.
Today's the 18th.
The 18th, yeah, Wednesday the 18th. So sometime by Thursday, sometime there'll be a quiz online. I think it's due by Sunday at midnight, right? Something like that. And it'll be a quiz about this webinar. So all the webinars will have quizzes. Now, in addition to that, you're going to watch some job tour videos. We're going to explain to you in a few minutes what the job tour video is. You're going to take quizzes on those. And I'm giving you one of my books to read and giving you an electronic copy of it. The book is You Will Never Get It Right by Doing It Wrong. 20 success crushing mistakes you didn't know you were making. And I took 10 of those mistakes, plus the introduction, and we created some quizzes from it. They're very short chapters, maybe 4 or 5 pages at the most. You can go read that, and you'll see the schedule for that, okay? So that's just a picture of the cover of the book.
You also have learning interaction reports. So.
Yeah, now you're going through learning interaction reports. We're going to have a whole separate webinar on how to do your learning interaction reports, as well as how to do your job tour video. But what learning interaction reports are is during the semester, you're going to go on to Blackboard. And anytime you have to do 5 of them, but anytime you come across something at work that you've learned something about it at school, what we want you to do is we want you to give us a little report about it, and we want you to tell us what happened, and then in what specific class or classes did you learn something about this. So, but we'll talk more about that, okay? These are all things you're going to do for the semester. There's not a lot of outside work for this course. It's mostly you working. So.
Right. And then did you want to highlight anything, the last one here, managerial level project? Yeah,
you're going to do a managerial level project, and then you're going to do a report on that. It's going to be a video report. We're going to show you how to create a little video online, and be very easy to do. We don't want it to be too long. And we don't want you to, for example, you might be doing something about, looking at some statistics from work as part of your report. Well, see those actual statistics, because we don't want, this could be up on YouTube. We don't want anybody to learn some proprietary secrets from your work. So we're going to show you how to do a report that's just a report about your report. The report you're going to turn into your manager.
Okay.
This is the schedule.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here's a schedule, and let's just go through a couple things. So this could change, but here's the way it is right now. Everybody can see it up there. Tara, is there anything we need to highlight on that?
Let's see. Well, we're on the webinar. You have your quiz due Sunday. Waivers, you put the 23rd here. However,
that's just coming Monday.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Or is
I should have them collected by Friday.
Okay. All right.
And Monday's fine too. Taking online quizzes webinar, which is next week, which is the 25th.
Yeah, so we have a webinar scheduled for next Wednesday.
Okay, so that's for taking quizzes online.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So none of your quizzes are due before we do that webinar, except for the one about this webinar we're doing right now.
It looks like you have first, then the next webinar is the LIRs and the job tour video.
Yeah, so we're going to explain things to you throughout the course here.
Okay. And there'll be quizzes.
The first quiz from the book is due.
When's the first quiz from the book due?
The February 12th.
February 12th, okay? So, plenty of time here. This is not an intensive, online class. We're online to help you more than to test you here. So that's your schedule. That's in Blackboard, by the way, that schedule.
And then I guess the last 2 parts that we really want to highlight would be March the 22nd, final project employer evaluation webinar, and then the due date for final project that's a quiz. That's my fault. That's March 26th. Make sure what's that one?
The final projects, employer evaluation, and LERs are due.
On April 23rd.
Yeah, so by April 23rd, all your stuff should be in for this class. Okay? That gives you about a week left of the regular semester.
Yep.
And then there's there's exam time, but we do not have a final exam in this class.
Okay.
And then this is just the link to TypePad if you want me to bring it to the page.
Okay, yeah, okay. Now look, here's a page that you need to know how to get to. This has so much information about this class on it. It's quain.typepad.com/internship. It's internship or internships?
Internship, no S.
Internship, no S. Okay, so let's go to that page. And we're there right now. Okay. Now, this is something that Amanda and Tara and I put together, and it's just a ton of information. For example, all the forms that you need are downloadable from this page. All right, so you could send your employer to this page, and they would learn more about the internship class. Let's suppose your employer wants to know what the employee evaluation looks like, or the internship evaluation. That's on this page. You can download it, right? It's all that stuff. This is a lot of information for you. So you need to be visiting this page whenever you have a question. But don't hesitate to call us or send us an email too.
And I always do put this link to this website usually in most of the emails that I'll send you guys.
Yeah, I saw that, Tara. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so this is quain.typepad.com/internship. And what this is, folks, this is a blog system. TypePad is a blog system. But did you know that you can make great looking websites, and they're really convenient, out of blogs? And I have videos on here and all kinds of things, downloadable forms. So just learn some of these little tricks that you can use to create instant websites. Okay.
And then, did you want me to pull up Blackboard?
Yeah, let's pull up Blackboard and just give people a little tour of Blackboard here. And listen, if you don't feel like you're getting everything right now, don't worry about it, because we're going to be having more webinars. We're going to be walking you through this thing. It's nobody will be left in the cold here. Are we getting any? Did Andy say we're getting any?
We don't have any questions yet.
No questions. What a great job we must be doing.
Okay, so the first tab here in Blackboard is just a hard copy of the syllabus, if you guys want to take a look at that.
Okay, so the syllabus, yeah, go through the syllabus. It tells you how your grade is created, and all this stuff we've been talking about, it's all on there.
And then the next is course content. Here is the schedule we showed you, the downloadable version of the book. And here is where you'll be submitting your LARs and your job tours and your final project, which you don't have to worry about right now.
What could be easier? This is a very well organized class, so take note.
And then quizzes, you don't have any quizzes up yet, but they will be there shortly.
And the quizzes will have due dates on them. You'll be able to check on that.
Yep. And then the videos, this is where there's already some videos up here from past classes on how to do your job tour video, information for employers, your LARs, just as a reference for you guys. But this is where all the recorded webinars are also going to go.
Yeah, so like I said, like Amanda just said, there's already some videos up there that explain things like the job tour video. So if you want to get ahead a little bit, go ahead.
And that's
all right. Is that pretty much what we wanted to cover?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless they had any questions, but I guess they don't. So
yeah, how about some questions? Somebody out there must have some questions they want to ask us. We'd be happy to. Remember, all will be revealed to you, as they say in the magic business. All will be revealed. You'll get a chance to learn everything you need to learn. Does anybody have a question about the job tour video? We'll just briefly mention that. Yeah, job tour video is going to be about 7 or 8 minutes. You can either take actual video on your job, or you can. Hey, but be careful with that. Don't do anything proprietary or take pictures. We also suggest that you can take pictures and use screencast-o-matic.com and just put together a little thing that way. And you're gonna be able to see 4 different job tour videos that students done before that we liked. One of them is Amanda's. Okay, and we give you quizzes on those.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, we have one question.
Oh, finally a question.
Yay.
So what happens?
I'm sorry, we're not answering any questions.
So what happens if our employers will not let us video at our job?
Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Perfect
And
question.
it's a great question, because what you can do is you can create a job tour video with some pictures from the website. Again, clear with the employer. Get some pictures from the website, and then you just type up some text type of things. You just do a PowerPoint show, and you do a video, you create a video using screencast-o-matic.com. And I think we actually have when we come to the point where we teach you how to do a job tour video, we cover how to use at screencast-o-matic.com. And screencast-o-matic.com is how much, everyone? Okay. So yeah, we've had a couple situations. The person who asked that question, where are you working? About whether or not you cannot, because I know we have some people working at the airport. Do we have people working at the airport this?
No,
this
nobody's working. But actually, if I can make a point to that, and it might help out some of you, I don't know who's exactly on the call, but if you're working for a place like the Borgata, and any department within the Borgata, I know that is a specific example of when you would have to do more of the PowerPoint presentation, because you're not going to be allowed to take pictures and stuff. That is all that's set forth from them. So
yeah,
that's
they don't want pictures of their guests, you know,
they don't want pictures of their guests or their employees.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is one specific example. And like I said, I do know we have a couple of students who are working in different departments there this semester. So if that helps,
that's where they were working.
Oh, perfect. So
good.
Borgata even too, and they may want to, is actually look at and approve your presentation before you give it to Dr. Quain.
Yeah.
So if that's something that's going to be coming up soon when you're looking at the schedule, I suggest getting on that sooner rather than later, just because they like to check that stuff out. They're pretty sensitive with their information.
Yeah, but talk to us first before you go talking to them. Okay, so yeah. And you know, I wouldn't even worry about it yet. I would worry about it when we get to this section where we're going to train you on how to do a job tour video. We can show you ways to get around that. That's very nice to do. And if worst comes to worst, you just do a written report, you know, for us. And listen, we work with what we got. But what we use these job tour videos for, which is kind of fun, is we have them to show in other classes, or for example, in career development, we can show little job tour videos, and then students get an idea of what kind of internship they could get, you know, and it's really a lot of fun.
Another question is the job tour part of the final project?
No, the job tour video is separate from the final project. There's two different things. And again, neither one of them is hard. It's just, it shouldn't take you more than a couple hours to do each one.
When will the quiz for this webinar be up?
The quiz for this webinar will be up sometime tomorrow. I mean, it might be up as early as this evening, but let's say by tomorrow to be safe, okay? It's due Sunday night.
And then the final question I have so far is, you said 25 hours for internship can be classwork related. Do we only need 200 hours with the employer then?
You only need 200 hours with the employer. Well, here's the thing. You need 225 hours altogether. 200 of that has to be just work that you do. 25 of it can be, up to 25 of it can be you working on a management project with your employer. I mean, it's not like something you sit in a classroom and do. You can't just like spend 25 hours working on a project. This has to be working with an employer. And the reason we do this, folks, is this, because we want that 25 hours that the project represents to be spent doing management types of things. So, for example, suppose you're a front desk agent, you know, at a hotel. Well, that's not management level, but it's great experience. So you have to work a minimum of 200 hours doing that. But then let's suppose your employer says to you, or you talk to your employer, you say, you know, what kind of project can I do? And the employer says, you know, I'm really interested in having you do some training videos for our housekeeping staff. And so your employer says to you, you know, but I don't want to pay you for that because that's kind of a project type thing. I'm paying you for, you know, being a front desk clerk. So you say, okay, great. So you put in 25 hours, but it's actual work where you're interviewing housekeepers about what it is they need, or the housekeeping supervisor, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's still work, but it's at a management level, as opposed to your regular job, which may not be, you know, at a management level. I hope that explains it. We can explain more about that another time, or you can simply call me. But so it's not like you're doing, you know, well, I'm going to go to the library and do 25 hours of research. No, that's not it. It's 25 hours of work at a management level. Now, if you have a job that has supervisory capabilities, you just work your regular 225 hours, and that'll count for that, okay?
And how do we prove the amount of hours we have done?
If you're working all semester and Tara Marsh is going to be in communication with your supervisors during that time, she'll be emailing them, just, you know, asking how everything's going, that kind of stuff. If we get emails back from your supervisor and say, oh, you know, little Pootsie Pie is doing great for us, and we're so happy with him or her, you know, and this is terrific, and we're going to assume you're working 225 hours, you know. Now, if we get an email back that says we haven't seen her for a while, or, you know, then you're going to have to prove it, okay? And then you do that with paychecks or a letter for your supervisor.
Just like professional work.
Just like professional work experience, exactly, Tara. But, you know, if we're getting good reports on you, we're just assuming that you're meeting these hours.
Yeah. And that's all the questions they have.
That's all the questions? Well, good job, those of you. You know, hopefully on our next one we'll have this live chat or instant chat working faster, working better. But you know, I want to hear more about your jobs and what you're doing, and we'll actually let to know a lot about that in the job tour video. Tara, do you have anything to add?
No, just make sure you pay attention to my emails.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it is. The other thing, we want to get everybody's cell phone number because we know you guys don't read email. Now, obviously, the people who are on this live right now, they get email, you know, or the people watching this recording. But I think we're going to be sending out an email blast to you asking to get your cell phone number, because what we want to be able to do is, in case there's anything quick we got to get a hold of everybody for, you know, and plus it's easier to communicate with you guys through mobile text than it is through you know, email, because I know some of you don't read your emails.
And this particular webinar, obviously we're recording and will be put up on the Blackboard site for them.
That'll be up tonight.
Great.
Okay.
So if anybody asks me through email too, I'll make sure I give them the right answer.
Or for some of you who just enjoyed this so much and you're saying, you know, I'm going to binge watch these things, but I'm
God, please don't.
Yeah, you know,
Nope.
We'll have it up for you tonight. Okay. Anything else from anybody for the good of the order?
Nothing.
All right. That's the end of webinar number 1. Go get them.